Yeah, buddy boy. There it is. Finally, we have a move. Finally, it has happened. And the Philadelphia Eagles have finally, which we knew this was going to happen at some point, got to create some cap space. I mean, you got $13.7 million in cap space. Finally, the Philadelphia Eagles have made their first move. Jordan Davis gets his extension. How about that? Fantastic. I would hope this is going to save, what, $12.5 million, most likely. Okay, probably. Let's kind of get into if there's any more information. Hold on one second. Obviously, we will get to the chat. All that great stuff. Hold on. Let me hold on one second. Let me just wow. Okay, this is kind of crazy. This is kind of nuts. Hold on one second. Where the fuck's the button at? Here it is. Just want to make sure I am on the right thing here. All right, so here it is. Okay, Jordan Davis agreed to a 3-year contract extension with the Eagles. An NFL source confirmed. Adam Schefter and Rap Sheet. The extension is worth $78 million with $65 guaranteed per the reports. $26 million average per year. Davis was set to earn approximately $12 million in his fifth season. After the Eagles picked up his option a year ago, he's coming off his best season as a pro. He's the first of 3 young DTs on the roster eligible for extensions. Jalen Carter and Moro Jomo are the others to get extended. Okay, so I don't know if that means that Moro Jomo. I don't think you're paying Moro Jomo at all. I think Moro Jomo is going to walk after this year. Hence why I think they need to draft another DT probably in the mid-rounds this year, unless Ty Robinson could do something. But fuck, I can't complain about it. You know, there's movement now, which is good. So Jordan Davis has come a long way. I mean, even the first couple, a great combine. And then, you know, the first couple of years were a little rocky. There was times where they were really lessening his snaps, especially I think in the 23 season, you know, because his pass rush wasn't well. His motor wasn't good. And then, I mean, damn. I mean, the end of that 24 season, he really cranked it up. And then 25, yeah, I mean, the defense really starts with both of your defensive tackles. It really starts with both of those guys. This is a really good move. I mean, this is a cap savings move, but it's not a move they had to make just to save cap. This is a worthy extension that he really deserves. I mean, it's a great thing, and to see if I'm reading this correct, did they just make Jordan Davis the third highest paid DT? No. They made him the third highest paid per average DT in the league. Chris Jones making $31.75 per year. Milton Williams making $26 million. Jordan Davis making $26 million. That's interesting. Interesting. They made him the third highest paid DT? Really? Did they really do that? Wow. I mean, good fucking move, man. Good move. I mean, this is great for the future. I mean, we know Jalen Carter's is going to come sooner or later. But, all right, let's get to the chat, because I just wanted to put that out there. The news just broke like a few minutes ago. Wasn't long. Literally, it's like I would say like 6 minutes. It literally just broke. Let me say hi to everybody in the chat. Odell, what's going on, buddy? Tommy, KGK, Cranky, Cletus, what's going on, buddy? We got Jonas, what's going on, man? Tyrese, what's going on? Blake, what's going on? Sam Tar, what's going on, buddy? He said he put it on this year. The few bright performance this year. Thank you, Petullo, for the wasted season. Yeah. It's a good move, though. It's a fucking move, though, bro. Little Griffin said Eagles keep A.J. Brown and J.P. I guess we'll find out. How do you guys feel? Jordan Davis extension. The Eagles saved $12.5 million. I mean, Michael Carter's got to get cut at some point to save $8 to $9 million. So, I mean, just with two moves in general, you could save like almost $30 million in two moves. I mean, that's without if they even mess with Jalen Hurts' contract, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Yo, Nick Gonzalez, 6962. Appreciate the super chat, my friend. Thank you so much. There's no way we pay Carter. I don't think you can have over $55 million in two DTs. Maybe the Carter rumors were true. No, they're not. I mean, the Carter rumors were they were going to trade him to the fucking Raiders for Max Crosby. I mean, I think it's completely possible. I don't think it's impossible to pay both those guys at all. I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm actually a little shocked that Carter Jordan Davis is the third highest paid DT. I mean, that's kind of nuts. You're going to extend Jalen Carter. It's not you're extending him. It's not unusual. Like, there's a lot of teams out there that have paid two DTs. Like, you're going to pay. It starts with both of them. It really starts with both of those two guys make a difference. Those two guys. Yeah, the Eagles have to lock contracts up to their defense. Like, you've been building your defense the last few years. Like, you're some of these contracts are expiring. You know what I mean? So, including this year, you got Jordan Davis for 4 years. I mean, fuck, man. Why not? You know what I mean? It's well fucking deserving, man. It's well deserving. So it's 100% possible. I mean, the trade rumors. The trade rumors came from a source that obviously was wrong. Okay, this is what we do every offseason. Like, somebody says something, we kind of listen to it, but we don't really go too far with it until we get the final answer for it. You know what I mean? FN Ross says, whose contract does Davis affect the most? I mean, the most? Out of the free agents, out of anybody, I don't think it really affects everybody. I mean, I don't know. I don't think it affects, they're trying to get Dallas Goedert under the cap. I mean, they're going to try to sign Jalen Phillips. They have to bring in a defensive end. We all know this. Like, that's got to happen at some point. The A.J. Brown situation, I honestly don't even fucking care anymore. I really don't. I really don't. Like, as far as this has been pushed, as far as this trade for AJ has been pushed, like, I just feel like he wants out. I just do. I just do. He acts like the victim, and then if they keep AJ Brown, I mean, the questions that are going into training camp, like, oh, how close were you getting traded? And it's never going to fucking end, dude. Like, this shit's never going to end. I feel like this shit with AJ is just never, it's going to continue the way it's going, you know? Which I really don't like, but yeah, 26 million after 1 year. Yeah, he's getting paid like the 12 million. He's getting paid for his 5th year option, obviously. So no, I mean, yeah, look, Blankenship, I realistically, I feel like there's reports that from Jeff McLane that the Eagles are going to try to re-sign Dean, but it's not, if it's past like 11, 12 million, they ain't paying him. He's going to walk. The Eagles will get the Eagles will get a 3rd round compensatory pick. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen at all. I don't. Reed Blankenship's not even worth $12 million. He's worth like 7 to 9.5 mil, like a year. That's it. That's all he's worth. Like, they're loaded at linebacker. You know, it sucks. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, if somebody's going to overpay Dean, if somebody's going to overpay him, then someone's going to overpay him. The Eagles are not in the market for that shit at all. Just the truth. Or is this players that get a contract solely off of their play on their contract, don't play out good? Well, there's more to it than that, too. I mean, who are you speaking specifically? You're talking about the AJ Brown shit. I think there's more to it than just his play. His play is not in question. You know, I mean, it's Sean Mannion and I mean, like, there's been no reports from AJ Brown's camp. There's been no reports on AJ, and at least put the report out that AJ doesn't want to leave. If AJ doesn't want to leave, the report should be out there that he doesn't want to go anywhere, that he wants to stay in Philadelphia. But since this shit is fucking dragging even more than it is right now, it's growing legs now. It is growing fucking legs to the point where now I have to believe that AJ really is pushing this shit to go to the Patriots. I'm not a fan of trading with the Patriots at all. I have no interest in trading with the Patriots. Like, that 1st round pick is going to be a fucking 2nd round pick. There's no value in trading with the Patriots. Let him go to the fucking Browns, go catch 80 balls, go get his fucking Pro Bowls, and never win a damn thing. Because I'm mentally just done with this shit now. I'm mentally just done with it. Like, I don't even fucking care if he stays. He stays. Training camp, he's going to be a big distraction because of all this shit that he did and all the shit that the coaching staff put on these players. I mean, it's on Nick, it's on AJ, it's on everybody. It's on everybody. So that's how I have to think of it. Now it's almost like, now I don't even give a fuck if he's here or not, because I'll bring in somebody else. I'll bring in somebody else that's not going to bitch every game. I'll bring in somebody else that, you know what, it's okay to get pissed off after a game. That's fine. But multiple fucking weeks, doesn't even matter how bad this play calling is. I understand it's been bad. It is what it is. Like the guy's just not a professional when it doesn't go his way. This guy's in the playoffs every fucking year. He's been to 2 fucking Super Bowls. Like, I don't know what else, you know what I mean? Like, it's 1 year. It's 1 fucking year, okay? He wasn't this disgruntled in 2023. He wasn't that disgruntled like he is now. Like, I don't know what the fuck happened this year, but you know what I mean? I'm just like mentally just fucking numb from it. Honestly, I'm mentally numb from it. Rayman says, he proved last year he could do it consistently. Want to see more of a jump this year? I was afraid he was a bust after 2 years, but man, figured it out. Also, trading AJ makes the team worse. Keep him. I know it makes it worse, but is it good for the locker room? Is it good for the coaching staff? I have no idea. Like, trust me, there's talent only gets you so far. I think we've seen that multiple fucking years. In 23, talent gets you so far. In 25, talent only gets you so far. Okay? But if there's any type of drama during the year, I don't give a fuck about his talent. Who cares about his talent? The one thing I would love for I just want a report. If a report could come out that he's gonna like focus on this year, he's gonna come in, he's gonna work his ass off, he's gonna shut the fuck up, and that's it. That's all I care about. That's really all I care about. There's no reports coming out that he wants to stay here. Like, to this point, it's Saturday. Okay? You got Sunday, and like, you know what I mean? Like, there's no other team out there that wants AJ. Besides, like, the Chargers apparently are listening in, but it's not even the main team right now. You know what I mean? Yo, Reverend Bebop, what's going on, buddy? He says, I'm done with AJ, great player, but diva. Let Smitty be the number one. He deserves it. Like, guys, like, if the reports came out that AJ is staying, I have no issue. Like, whether I'm like pissed off or not, if he stays, I'll be happy with it. If he goes, I won't even care. I just don't care anymore. I'm just to a point now. I'm just numb to it. Like, that's just where I'm at. Insane. So it looks that would have thought JD would have made less because he's a team first type of guy, but that doesn't want to fuck up the salary cap. Well, look, there's a plan. Like, everyone, I'm a little shocked he's the third highest paid DT. It's a little, I don't know if that's a little fucking steep. Unless, did they save more cap from that? I really don't know. Chris Jones makes 31.7, 31 million a year. Milton makes 20. I don't get it. Milton makes 26. I understand they let Milk go for the third round pick, so I get that. They weren't paying Sweat. They weren't paying Milton Williams, so I get all of that, you know? Times I can't wait for Nick to get fired. I get rid of Nick and Hurts before AJ. It's easier to replace Hurts with a game manager QB like Purdy in the draft than it is to replace elite wide receiver like AJ. No, I'm not on that train of getting rid of Jalen Hurts at all. So, you know, if you're talking about a fucking quarterback that's way beyond his years mentally and gravitates players towards him as a fucking leader, like if you're just one of those guys that hates Hurts and wants to keep AJ, then it is what it is. I'm not on that fucking train. I'm not on that. Appease the fucking wide receiver just to make him fucking happy and get rid of the quarterback. No, I'm not on that fucking train. Sorry. I'm not on that train. Rocket the super chat says, "I'm so burnt out over the trade talk. I love to have AJ here, but if he's traded, then it is what it is." That's pretty much where I'm at. Like, guys, like it's not taking a fucking side. There's nothing wrong with saying, "Hey, I don't want to deal with this anymore. Like, let AJ walk." There's nothing wrong with it. Okay. At the end of the day, like, the Eagles are going to make their decision. And the Eagles are, look, this could all be for nothing. This could just be Howie saying, I just want to put a price out there and see what happens. And that's really it. But it's just really weird to me that there has been no report on AJ's camp. Like, not even a fucking rumor from AJ's camp on, like, the direction where this is going. Because we have no idea where it's going. There's been no direction on it, you know? But the Eagles make their first move, which is good, you know, which is really, really good. JJ said winning Super Bowl didn't feel what he thought, so what else do you want it to feel like a trade would be a good at this point? Didn't run routes like he used to, blocking ain't on point. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, the thing is, like, if we get into another season with A.J. Brown, if the Eagles, like, win a game and he doesn't do much in a game, like, is his production going to go down? Is he going to get lazy? Is he going to get into it with this fucking head coach if he has multiple games with less receptions? Or, I don't know. I mean, you got to think about shit like this. You got to think about it because I have no idea where this is going to go. Wish I had the answer. Juan Lopez, the same thing happened with Wentz. We got rid of the coach and then got rid of the QB. Can't get rid of Hurts, then nothing changes. You get rid of AJ. No, I mean, all you're going to do is put him with a fucking worse quarterback. I mean, you're just going to start over again at quarterback. And I mean, look, in my opinion, you got like another solid 3 years with Hurts, maybe 4. Okay, depending on where the Eagles are at, how far this window is open for a championship still, how many more they can win, and hopefully this coaching staff is officially fixed, and hopefully Mannion works out the next couple years, because I'm expecting Nick Sirianni to get fired in the next couple years, because they have to promote this guy if he actually pans out, you know? No, I mean, I agree. Like I'm saying, it's a catch-22, okay? Because I agree with everything AJ said during the year. Like, yes, like nobody would open their mouth. He opened his mouth. Like, I'm perfectly fine with that. But he's bumping heads with the head coach. The head coach isn't going anywhere. It is what it is. Like, he's bumping heads with the head coach. Not the other players are not bumping heads like that with this head coach. Not like that. I don't question the roster. I don't question the likeness of A.J. Brown in the locker room. I think everybody loves A.J. Brown. The locker room, I don't think ever has a problem. I think they feel how he feels. He's just who he is, and he carries himself the way he wants to carry himself. So it is what it is. I understand people are like, oh, well, you know, he's the best. Like, dude, like, if he's a great talent and he's got a shitty personality and he's going to be the biggest fucking diva this year and all this shit's going to go down, like, you can't keep him here if he's mentally checked out. If he's partially checked out, you can't keep him. You know what I mean? He's got all the fucking talent and he's got a shitty attitude. Who cares about his fucking talent? Who gives a shit? Like I understand, like, I don't want him to leave. Like, if the Eagles lose him, like, you can't replace him. I agree with that. I'm on both sides to this. Like, I'm not taking a side. And if I do, who cares? But I'm not taking a side. Like, how are you going to, like, a Romeo Dobbs ain't going to do it. A Shaheed ain't going to do it. I mean, Mike Evans, if they sign him, I mean, it would be the closest thing technically to what they could possibly get. You know, maybe. I don't know. I don't get how you keep saying something then want him to shut up. Hopefully that's not towards me because I didn't tell anybody to shut up. Phrase that we have to get back to RPO offense. Hurts needs to use his legs again. He's not a great pocket passer. He needs to get back to his strengths, running and putting pressure on defenses with a leg. Well, yeah, I mean, that's one thing. So I don't know if there's a lot of voices. There's a lot of voices telling him to not run and stay in the pocket. And, you know, as soon as he gets pressured, you know, he's got to run to the right side. And then, you know, 80% of the play is fucking dead at that point where nobody's on the sideline. You know, we kind of went back to the same old shit again. With the hitch routes, not using middle of the field, barely using motion, not knowing how to use motion. I mean, there's just so many things. Offensive line was bad too. I mean, that was another big problem this year on top of play calling. You know what I mean? So, it was just bad all around. Bad all around. See here. B says you just said AJ Brown. AJ is the Browns camp has been quiet, so pretty much he's staying as an Eagle. Nothing happened. I don't know if it means he's staying. That's what I'm questioning. If his camp is quiet, like, does it mean he's staying? I mean, why wouldn't AJ want to? I don't know. I mean, I would like to hear something. I mean, if it's quiet, I hopefully it's good news. If it's quiet. I mean, when it comes to free agency, when you don't hear specific players, maybe that's a good thing when it's quiet, but quiet because of this situation, I don't know if quiet's a good thing for if a trade is going to go down or not, you know? So I guess we'll see. Cameron Holmes says, what do you think the most likely scenarios for the AJ Brown situation? For me, I feel like he's going to be here because I don't know what the Eagles are asking for. I'm hearing a first, a second, a first and a third, a first and a top 100 pick. I don't know if it's changed. I don't know if the offer has been the same. There's no other teams. Like, there's not like a bunch of teams coming after AJ Brown, which is really weird too. There's no, like, the Bills are off the table when they trade for DJ Moore. The Chargers apparently have been listening in, but they're not really serious. The Patriots are the only fucking team, that have interest. I don't get how the Kansas City Chiefs get their deal for their cornerback, a haul of picks. Okay. The Raiders get their, I mean, the Ravens are dumb anyway, but I know it was a need that they needed an edge rusher, but they got their picks for Max Crosby. And when it comes to the Eagles, like, this is taking forever if this is going down or not. Like, why are teams being that picky? If A.J. Brown is such good of a fucking player at 28, 29 years old, like, an immediate impact for somebody, which he can be, why are other teams being so picky on what the Eagles are charging teams right now? And they're not charging 3 first-round picks. Like, what's the holdup on? I mean, I don't get it. I just don't get it. Let's see here. Briefly, I'm glad he spoke up. Us fans saw it every Sunday. Hitch Route Mania. It's really the media that's making it more of an issue. Yeah, possibly. Possibly. But, I mean, let's be real here, dude. Like, AJ Brown trolls the media back, and he does the same thing. And as a professional, like, it's no one's gonna be on his side. No one's gonna be on his side when it's all said and done. Because AJ Brown has done shit too. You know? So I think it's more on the media, it's more on the play calling. If the play calling was good, we probably wouldn't have this problem. But some of these players just have to deal with adversity, bro. Like you got to deal with adversity. You know what I mean? You're going to have that fucking year where shit just doesn't go right. And obviously it didn't go right this year. But, you know what I mean? Get the message out. You don't have to do it for 7, 8 fucking weeks straight or longer than that. You know what I mean? JJ, since he got extended, does that mean Carter's actually in talks for a trade? I don't want Carter. Why is this being talked about now? Why is this being talked about? Why? Because of the money he actually got? Like, you're paying a top 3 DT in Jordan Davis, but why did Jalen Carter not get that extension first? Or at least get an extension where, I mean, a top 3 DT, I mean, that's kind of nuts. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, it was a good fucking year for Jordan Davis. I mean, he doesn't have the sack numbers, but man, like, he's chasing after quarterbacks. He's going east to west to the sideline, chasing after people, making tackles, getting up, not even getting winded. His motor looks way better. You know, that fucking workout bike has really worked out for him. So I think the Eagles saved $12.5 million. I gotta see the numbers here. Hold on. Let me see if there's any other info on this. Yeah, he got paid a lot, dude. He got paid a lot. I'm hoping he continues to play really well. Damn, he got paid. Fuck, man. That's crazy. Top 3. He's the 3rd highest paid DT. That's kind of nuts. Kind of nuts. It shouldn't affect Jalen Carter. I mean, he's not getting that money now. He's getting that after this year. So, I mean, everybody should be happy about this. I mean, damn. My thing is, if we trade for Kayshon Boutte and draft Omar Cooper, I'm not worried about losing AJ. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I can't see them going into the draft. If they lose AJ, I can't see them going in the draft. I can't see them drafting a first round talent. I don't see it. I don't see it happening. So, Chelsea, why is it keeper cheap AJ? If we trade him now, it's $43 million dead cap hit. If we keep him, it's only a $23 million. Well, yeah. I mean, $43 million in dead cap. And if Goddard walks and AJ Brown gets traded, that's $63 million in dead cap. The Eagles will be over $100 million in dead cap if Goddard signs with another team and AJ gets traded. Pre-June, obviously. Post-June, it's like $7 million this year and $27 million the year after in 27. Yeah, Ringo's still on the team, yeah. Holy fuck. What a deal, man. Well deserved. Well deserved. I'm trying to find it. I mean, from what I saw, like the coming days, like days ago, this deal, whatever extension with Jordan Davis should save 12 to 14 million dollars. So it's got to be in between then. The Eagles are saving a lot of cap with this move. 100%. Only had $13.7 million in cap space. Key says Davis is a hungry dog. Carter is a lazy puppy. Nah, you're going to see Jalen Carter. 9.3? Somebody tagged me with that. Is that true? 9.3 mil? I thought it was a little bit more than that. I thought at least like 13. At least 13. I mean 12. Ron says, imagine if we ended up getting Cooter as a coach and Booty as a player. Fuck around and start playing Booty. Booty got Cootered. Jesus, I think the trade of AJ or Jalen Carter losing Hurts anyway to try to break up this team. I mean, that's the league and the media's goal. Well, that's what they've been trying to do. It is what it is. I don't really watch any of that. I don't watch any of that shit. I mean, I just see it. I see clips of it, and I'm just like, it is what it is. What's going on, West Philly? Yeah, I mean, I think the main part of this offseason right now is trying to get an edge rusher under the cap. So here's the plan for me, okay? Here's the plan for me. If Phillips walks and gets signed somewhere, the Eagles get another compensatory pick because they'll sign another edge rusher regardless, and obviously they'll get the compensatory pick for Jalen Phillips because he's going to get paid a lot of money. He'll get paid the right amount of money. So if Phillips walks, obviously can't get Max Crosby now. You could go get Bradley Chubb. If not Bradley Chubb, I would take a look. I mean, they're the same age, I think. I would take a look at that edge rusher from Green Bay, Rashawn Gary. He had 7.5 sacks last year, okay? The first 7 games, he had 7.5 sacks. The last 10 games, he barely did anything. I don't know why he didn't. I looked to see if he had any injuries last year, and he didn't. So I'm guessing, I don't know. We'll see. I don't Elliot, I don't see it. I don't see it. The new contract is added into Davis' 26 contract, $12.9 million, and can bring his salary cap number down this season. It's also evidence that the Eagles view Davis as an elite defensive tackle and puts Davis among the top 10 in his position, most among tackles. But proved he's a 3-down player, playing a career high 686 snaps last season while remaining a force on the defensive line. It's a credit to Davis that he's developed into the type of player on a consistent player. The Eagles reward him accordingly. I mean, they got this done pretty fucking easily, but I mean, after his best year, I mean, even 24, he shined at the end of the year. He shined to the middle to the end of the year. But a top three paid DT, damn, that's crazy. I mean, it's not that I don't like it. It's just I'm surprised he's getting paid like that much. You know, good year from him. But that's kind of where we're at. Delco says the reason Gary's production went down is because Parson was out for the season. Yeah, Rashawn Gary wouldn't be a bad one either. I mean, if Phillips walks, it's Bradley Chubb or Rashawn Gary. Those are really the only two I could see them really signing. You're not. I mean, I would go into this draft this year and get another DT. I think they have to get another DT unless they really think that Ty Robinson's going to do something. I don't know. He's a big project for me. I don't know if he's really going to do too much. All right, so here it is. Yeah, so 9.3 million. Appreciate it, buddy. 9.3 million in cap space this season. All right, that's fine. That's fine. I thought it was a little bit more than that, but that's fine. 9.3 mil. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. We got it. We got it. We got it. Yeah, the Eagles don't have to. Well, the Eagles don't have to use the franchise tag because they don't. They never have issues with. They always have good relationships with their players where they don't have to use the franchise tag and trap a player so they could go forcefully try to sign them and try to get something done. They never have to really do that. So it's a great thing, you know. I don't think franchise tagging is a good method to trap a player so they can't go anywhere. Or you put like a tender on them. So like if you put like a specific tender on them where they go out and they get there's another team that offers a contract, the team could try to match that contract. If they can't, then he walks to that team and signs with that other team for the same amount. So let's see. Charlie McFrog said Ravens inflated the heck out of the defensive end spot this year. Phillips will probably get 30 to 35. Fuck that, dude. Not even happening. And the last edge rusher I'm really thinking about is Trey Hendrickson. Like, what is he going to get paid at 32 years old? Like, what is that contract going to look like? You know what I mean? We got 276 in the chat, by the way. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Hit the like button like crazy. You know, it's YouTube analytics. You know, it is what it is. I appreciate so much. Check the memberships in the pinned comment. Join the Shake Squad Army today for extra draft content. And there's going to be more membership content. Pick whatever tier you want, whatever to your liking. Just look at the description for the tiers. Definitely become a member if you guys have it either. I appreciate it. Ron said, unless Phillips is willing to take a team-friendly deal, it's cheaper, but I don't know. You might expect more than we offer. Hopefully not. Yeah, I mean, if it's over 25, he's gone. I mean, if because of Max Crosby that trade going down, and I don't know if they reworked his deal or they extended him, what his numbers look like. I mean, the market for edge rushers, premier edge rushers, is 30+ million. I mean, normally that's what the market is right now. Shell says, talking to ChatGPT, it sounds like the cheapest route is to try to trade AJ Brown after next season. Yeah, I mean, after one more year, I could see that. I mean, I could see after one more year. Yeah, you have a nice wide receiver group in the draft next year, especially that big time wide receiver coming out next year, where Howie Roseman should get as many draft picks as possible for next year as well. You know, so it makes sense. I get it. You know. Let's see. Commander's going to get Hendrickson. Watch. They've been signing all these random players. I don't know. I mean, Treylon Burks caught a one-handed catch this past year, and they paid him like $4 million for the year. I mean, just I don't know, random contracts. I don't know. W said if we trade him after 26 season, the dead cap hit is only 12. Okay, or $6 million after June, and then zero the next year. Yeah. It's way cheaper next year. I expected, even through all the bullshit this year, I expected the Eagles to hold on to A.J. Brown for at least another year. At least one more year. You know? Chris Remarks, definitely think Phillips' contract is between 26 to 28. JD just got 26 as a nose tackle. Edge is a premium position. You're right. You're right. Black and Eagles have heard with the JD extension, our cap room goes up. So now how much do we have? So 9.5 mil from 13.7. So what? They're at like between 22 to 24 million right now. They're about 22 to 24 million right now. So you got to cut Michael Carter, 8 to 9 million for that. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to be touching Jalen Hurts' contract, so I'm not even really sure, to be honest with you. Rounds of Denzel Ward would be fucking amazing across from Q. Yeah, I don't even know what they're going to do at corner because they can't pay anybody a mid-tier price. They can't do it. They literally can't do it. Because you got to pay Coop soon, and you got to pay Quignon. You can't pay 3 corners. You're not going to do that. Usually, nickel corners are not going to get paid that much. But in Cooper DeJean's going to get paid as an outside corner, even playing inside. He's got too much versatility, too much value. I don't see them going after I don't see them going after Woolen. I don't see them going after. I think Denzel Ward got restructured. I could be wrong. I don't even know if he was even released yet. I thought they were going to release him, but I think someone told me that they restructured his deal. Apparently, there's a I don't know, a corner from the Jags that there was buzz about him during the combine apparently, and he's going to cost these corners are going to cost too much money, man. Like if we didn't have DeJean or we didn't have Quignon, yeah, I'd be getting a corner right now, like ASAP. I would get something done. You know what I mean? Yeah, Ojomo's going to be a free agent. They're not. They have to draft it. They have to draft another DT soon. They're going to have to draft another DT. Unless Ty Robinson, starts to polish himself a little bit, which I still think he's a big project. So I think Ojomo is gone after this year. You're not paying another DT in the rotation unless it's like a 1 year. Unless they get something. Remember what Blankenship before last year, they extended him. They extended him like real early, like to a 1 year deal. Like they might try to pull that off with somebody else. And it was a little small 1 year deal, like a little tiny extension. So they try to get something done early so they don't have to, you know what I mean? So it was nice for them to do that for Reed because he should have been a free agent last year. Oh, Q's going to get the bag. There's no doubt. So I'm saying, like, you got to think about this shit because it's like, I'm not paying Blankenship. I'm not paying Blankenship like 12 to 14. Or like what, 10 to 4, 10 to 12. He's not even worth that. He's not even worth that at all. I'm not paying, I'm not paying the Kobe Dean like 12 to 15. Someone's going to overpay the shit out of him. You know what I mean? The Eagles are loaded at linebacker right now. I mean, literally fucking loaded, Takeem Hilton, thanks for subscribing, bro. I appreciate it. Carter's going to get his soon. They're not letting Carter out of the building. It's never going to happen. Browns, it's true. Maybe we draft solid CB2 like Terrell if we don't land Sadiq, unless the Cowboys get him. I mean, the Cowboys are going to get a corner in this draft. They're going to get a corner. Terrell might be gone by 20, he might be gone. The Eagles might have to move up for Terrell. I don't see the Eagles going after a first round. They don't need a guy like that. They don't need a first round talent at fucking corner at CB2. They don't need a guy like that at all. There's just Carter is cut. What else can we do to free up more money? You could free up Tyler Steen. You could release him for I think 3.5 to 4.5 million. I know Ringo, you can get $1 million. Sidney Brown, you can get $1 million. I'm trying to think of who else. Jalen Hurts' contract, they could probably free up like 15 to 20 if they restructure and extend. Depending on if they even touch that this year. I mean, there's really not much. I mean, if AJ Brown could stay here, then they would make things a little bit fucking easier, but I don't even know if that's going to happen yet. Ty was a 3rd round pick. Better wake his ass up. Yeah, I know. He didn't look great. He needs a lot of work. He needs a lot of fucking work. Flogging Eagle says, if AJ leaves after this year, do you think our Super Bowl window will close? It depends how they fill it. It depends how they replace it. There's not a lot of receiving cores out there that are like AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, and a lot of them that don't have that can win Super Bowls too. So it's not impossible, but you have to compete. Like, one big threat to the NFC this year, a huge threat for the NFC this year. I mean, we haven't been through the draft yet and things like that, but the Rams are going to be loaded. The Rams are going to be loaded for a run this year. So, they got to be prepared for them this year. And, you're going to have another tough schedule, Another tough one. Lowe's is second and a fourth round corner. Chris Johnson, Decario Davis, Charlie Demings. Yeah, I mean, wouldn't look. I even the kid from Tennessee, even Hood from Tennessee. Like, I think he's a nice plug-in player. Maybe on the second day of the draft. Like, I don't think you have to go in the first round. I think you can wait till the second day to get a plug-in type player that's capable at cornerback too. I don't see why not. Can learn from Q. Can learn from DeJean. Like. Steen is a starter. I'm not a big fan of Steen. I think Steen is solid, but I'm not like the biggest fan of him. I felt like we had so much. I felt like with Mekhi Becton at his size, I felt like we just did so much better with him. I mean, I've just never been. I'm not saying he's a bad player. I just never really been the biggest Steen fan. Just stop. He killed me this year. Steen would kill me. Like, the Eagles would take like 10 plays to get to half field, and then Steen would draw a fucking penalty. I used to fucking hate that with him. So, the tampering period starts Monday. Technically, free agency is like, it's not technically right now. I mean, deals are getting done, but they're not official until Monday at 12. So, free agency technically starts Monday at 12 o'clock. Dude says you could do a first round Sadiq or a decent tight end white guy in the second round, maybe trade up some, get a top corner, and then should cover. Yeah, you could. I want to see if they bring Goddard back. I know they're trying to work out a number right now, but I would love just to bring Goddard back and then go get his replacement next to him in the lineup. That's what I would really like. Just bring Jackson back? Yeah, I really don't want it, bro. I don't care if he played well at the end of last year. Like, he's not capable. He's not capable. Like, how many times did we line him up on the wrong side, or Q couldn't switch to the side where the number one receiver was? And I mean, he got burnt like easily. Without a good defensive line, like, he gets exposed like very easily. He can't handle himself too well. He really can't handle himself. This is a cornerback that hasn't got a second contract with any other team, and there's a reason why. You know what I mean? Chris Romayo said apparently the Rams were in on trading for AJ before they trade for the cornerback from the Chiefs. Imagine that AJ Nakua Adams receiving core. Stafford would obliterate passing records. Oh, yeah. That's the truth. Yeah. Right now, all teams able to sign their own free agents before. Yeah, I mean, we could do whatever we want with our own roster. We could sign anybody. We could sign any free agent that's really out there. I mean, they could do whatever they want right now. Within our own roster, we could do whatever we want. So it's possible, But there's going to be options out. There's going to be options out there for a few positions. I mean, just depending on what is the main focal point of free agency. I mean, besides some of our re-signings, I mean, yeah. I mean, you want to talk about re-signings? I mean, I think edge rusher has got to be number one. Like, you got to get somebody in here. If they wait past Monday, they ain't getting nobody. They ain't getting nobody. So as of right now, let's see. Let's see if there's anything else here, because I kind of wanted to. Yes, EJ Smith says we would have talked. EJ Smith says we talked about extending Jalen Carter not being a straightforward decision. but I think they have signed Davis regardless of their intentions there. Same goes for Phillips. It's a significant number that cuts their flexibility, but one I'm sure they plan for. So, man, Phillips might be fucking gone, dude. He might be gone. They might have to sign a fucking 30-year-old, 29, 30-year-old fucking edge rusher this year. They might have to do it. They might have to do it. So, like I said, what about Jonnu Smith or Cade Otton as options? Yeah, Jonnu Smith just got released. He's about 30. I mean, he was a Pro Bowler, Jonnu Smith, in 24 with the Dolphins, and then he went to the Steelers last year and really didn't do much. I don't think he got injured. I just think he had a down year. So, I mean, he's a 30-year-old, probably cheaper option you can go on. I just don't know if you're going to get the same. I don't know if you're going to get the same type of production out of Jonnu Smith than you would with Dallas Goedert. I don't know. Cade Otton, I'm not really sure about either. I don't really know what other tight ends are available right now. I wish the Eagles can get Dawson Knox from Buffalo. I wish they could trade for him. He's got a couple years left on his contract still, and he's actually still cheap. But let's see. Let's see. Dean and Reed up to them. Maybe they're thinking big money. Yeah. I mean, if EJ Smith is saying that, then they think that there's only like one more big move coming. Then it's got to be Jalen Carter, and then I don't know. They're gonna go cheap at edge rusher. Then they're gonna go cheap at edge rusher. They're gonna go older and cheaper at edge rusher. But they're gonna have to sign two. They're gonna have to sign two guys and maybe draft one this year. Yeah, the Njoku wouldn't be a bad. It would be Njoku would be pretty much the same production to a little bit of an upgrade. I really wouldn't mind him either. Also, I think Nolan needs to be seriously shopped. He's been too hurt, too inconsistent. I'm not paying the dude big money when his contract is up. Right now, he's at best number 2 in the rotation. Might not even be that. I mean, he's technically that now because the Eagles have nobody on this roster. They only have 2 edge rushers signed right now. Jalix Hunt is better than Nolan Smith. I mean, that's just the truth. Way better. I mean, led the team in sacks and interceptions. I mean, Jesus. Nolan Smith is not what we wanted him to be. And yeah, the injuries have been a concern. Production's a concern. The Eagles went into last season. The Eagles went into the 25 season. You know, Jalix Hunt really didn't do well. He got into that Vikings game middle of the season. He got his pick 6, and then he started to, the D-line started to come together a little bit because they made the trade for Jaelan Phillips. They got Nolan Smith back from injury middle of the season. Nolan Smith was still dealing with an injury from the Super Bowl, so he missed some time. Knox would actually be a decent move. He fits the Philly vibe, and he's cheap for. I think he's got like a couple years left on his rookie deal. Like I'm just always thinking of trades. Like I'm thinking of guys that are still on their rookie deals that are cheap. Like I was talking about the Ravens for a while. Like even with Nate Wiggins, I was like, Wiggins got like 2 more years left. You could lock up that position for a couple years by trading for Wiggins for a couple years. I don't know. I mean, you're always thinking about things like that. Where he says, so Crosby to the Ravens, that Snoop guy was wrong. Yeah, he was wrong. He was wrong. Yeah, we're not paying Ojomo. They're not paying. He'll walk. The Eagles, if they let him walk, the Eagles might be able to get a compensatory pick for him if he walks after 27. They'll have a compensatory pick for 28 with him, probably. Yes, I highly doubt we keep Ojomo after the JD contract, but no, you're not paying 3 DTs. You're not paying 3 DTs. It's not going to happen. Phillips did nothing to improve the team after getting traded for? What do you mean he did not? He didn't improve? Of course he did. The defense has been stellar the entire year. I mean, maybe he didn't have the sack numbers, but I mean, he had like 70-something pressures in fucking 8 games. He was very productive. He's the main reason why other players were making plays. Linebackers playing downhill, making plays. I mean, the DTs and edge rushers across the board. I mean, they're making plays because he's disruptive in the backfield. I think his numbers, if he re-signs with the Eagles, you know, he has an offseason with the Eagles and OTAs and training camp. And I think, you know, he will look way better next year. Way better. I mean, who knows? There's probably other things involved. Like when he got traded from Miami to the Eagles, he didn't have a bye week for a long time either. He didn't rest for a long time either. You know, so Jaelan Phillips, like, is a very good player, man. I mean, look, before coming to the Eagles for 2 years, he had back-to-back ACL and Achilles injuries. You know, and he probably would have got paid a lot. You know, he finished out those seasons without injuries. We wouldn't even have him right now. Probably they wouldn't even be able to trade for him last year if that was the case. Jaelan Phillips was a lifesaver for this defensive line. So I'm not shitting on you for it. It's just that's the impact. That's the being. You don't have to get sacked. Like, look, the less sack numbers he gets, the less we have to pay him. He's still going to get paid regardless, but that's his impact. I mean, 78 pressures at 70. Oh, he was in the 70 something pressures in 8 games. I mean, not a lot of guys could come into a new team like that and do that easily. You know what I mean? I don't know how many sacks he had. 3, 4. I don't know how many he had. Michael Mayer, a lot of people have been talking about him. I mean, weren't we rumored to get him like a couple years ago? I don't know. I mean, I thought his name was floating around not like recently, but a while ago. Yeah, wasn't the Green Bay game his first game? No, it wasn't his first game. I don't remember. Eagles need to keep stopping the 49ers game, and against the backup tackle, he could not perform. I don't know what you're even talking about. Like I don't get what you expect. Like, are there plays that he didn't make like everybody else? Sure. I mean, Jalen Carter missed some plays. Some of our best, Jordan Davis, missed some tackles. I remember he missed a couple tackles in the backfield. He fucking stopped tackle. I remember there's been some bad plays, but I don't get what we're nitpicking at. I mean, would you prefer Dotson or Romeo Doubs as what though? The number 3? If AJ stays? I need somebody with versatility, and Doubs, like, I think they need a twitchy, fast receiver. Like, I'd probably want Dotson over Doubs. I need some speed, especially in the motion game as well. Like, Shaheed would be a great signing if they could get him. You know, like, I don't even mind trying to. I mean, I don't even know what the fuck. I mean, Dotson, I don't even know what he's going to get paid. Like, I mean, he barely has statistics the last couple years. Yeah, as a 3, I'd probably want Dotson over him. It just depends what they want, you know. But I feel like they need another receiver that can play inside, outside. They need another guy that can move all over the field. Because literally, like, AJ, they barely even moved AJ. Like, AJ was on the left side mostly the whole fucking season. I mean, they barely even move him. I mean, that's probably the coaching staff's fault, because I feel like when you have Dotson, you can move Devontae on the inside. You could move AJ to the inside if you want, but they barely even did that, you know? Corey says JD deserves every penny. Happy for him. No, I'm really happy for him as well. I really am. Ooh, let me refresh this because it's getting weird. Yo, Roll Philly Dog, what's going on, buddy? Thank you for the super chat. Says this Jordan Davis extension made my day. That guy deserves every dollar. Type guy you want in the locker room, not like 1K always moping, always moping. Nah, he does, man. I mean, I'm a little, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little shocked he's like the third highest paid DT. Like they really gave him a payday, bro. But I'm happy. I'm happy. Long as he continues his play like this and he's going in the right direction, I am fine with it. Jordan Davis is one of the most selfless fucking guys on this team. I mean, I never thought that he ever wanted to leave Philadelphia. You know, I can't see him playing anywhere else. Never saw him playing anywhere else. Yeah, were we worried the first couple years? And sure, like, is Jordan Davis getting the sack numbers? Like, he's a nose tackle, okay? That can play the 3 tech as well. But how he has gotten better, I mean, even stripping some of that weight that he had put on, getting leaner, getting faster, getting more explosive. I mean, yeah, man, it's a slam dunk, man. It's a slam fucking dunk with him, you know? It's a great fucking signing. Really is. So happy. Appreciate that super chat, buddy. Wow. Good for him, man. Yo, the Dead Tree 1, what's going on, buddy? Appreciate the super chat so much. Says, personally, I'd like to see Wilson or Coop get their shot at wide receiver 3. Oh. Hey, you know what? You might. You might. Johnny Wilson, I don't think. Johnny Wilson, no. I mean, Johnny Wilson, I don't think. You know, Darius Cooper, like, he looked really good. You know what I mean? But I got to see more. We didn't see enough. Like, we saw a preseason's worth against some bad backups. So we know he's capable to play against bad backups. You know, what can Darius Cooper do against good talent? So if they are able to keep Darius Cooper, great. You know, then you have him for like 3 years. You know, then you don't have to worry about the position for a few years, which is awesome. So we'll see what they do. We'll see what they do. You think they can afford? I don't know what his projection is. I'm just spitballing names right now. Like I don't know numbers or what. If somebody has the answer, put it in the chat. Like put anything in the chat. If you have any projections for some contracts, we could go over them. Whatever you want. You guys help me out more than anything. Trust me. You guys help me out a lot. So yeah, I like Darius Cooper. I mean, he's like a mini AJ Brown. I mean, an open space. He's got a lot of twitch, change of direction, start, stop, speed. I mean, and when defenders get near him, he's physical. He punches people in the mouth. Like I love his play. Love his play. You know, can he take that next step? Do the Eagles feel good about him going into OTAs and training camp? Do they feel good about him being a starter like behind closed doors? I really don't know. Not really sure. You know what I mean? Vachon says Wilson coming off season-ending injury, they would have to see how he looks. Yeah, no, I mean, they need speed at that position. They need speed. They need you want Johnny Wilson is not meant to be in the slot, or they need speed. So as a depth receiver or a red zone threat, I think he'd be great. I mean, it's unfortunate he got injured. It's unfortunate he got hurt, but Darius Cooper is not a mini AJ Brown. That's what everybody called him. That's what we all called him during that preseason game. All called him that. Pocket Eagle said, who would you get for CB2? For me, I feel like they have to go towards the draft. They have to go towards the draft. I don't think they're going to be able to pay somebody. I mean, the last thing they should be doing is getting a free agent cornerback. You know what I mean? Joe, what's going on, man? Says Nolan Smith should not be re-signed. I think we about to get Twitchy wide receiver from draft. Carter is on a real prove it year. Like if he wants top dollar, I need to see what I saw the Super Bowl year. Yeah, I get it. He had that little shoulder thing going on. I just don't know why he didn't get it. Once he got his shoulders cleaned out, he got into that wild card game and he was fucking great. He was fine. He looked disruptive as shit in that game. So is Nolan, you want to resign him? I agree this injury stuff is an issue, but would you resign Dean if we could? If we could we need a legit pass rusher, man. So if there's another option, I'm good with it. I don't want to. No, Nolan Smith will not get extended. I don't even care if Nolan Smith gets double-digit sacks this year. Okay, it's just not. There's not enough for me to say that he's going to do this every year. It's already enough. They went into like the last season with Nolan Smith and Jalix Hunt, and obviously Nolan Smith was coming off that injury. He came back, and he still like didn't. I mean, his pressure percentage rate was good, but I mean, you're a first round. See, we nitpick at people. See, with Jalix Hunt, like. He's a third round pick. You know, he's a safety converted to an edge rusher from Houston Christian or wherever school that he went to. Okay. Handpicked by Vic Fangio. Led the team in sacks, led the team in interceptions. I mean, great. The only problem I have with Jalix Hunt right now is he with a deeper rotation, he plays better. When it's not as a deep rotation, he kind of falls off. I don't know why he can't just match that. But I think the Eagles are going to try. Let's see. I'm going to see. Let's see if there's any reports on Dean, because I think I read something from let's see. Let's see if there's anything here. Probably going to be bad news. I wouldn't doubt it. That was from March 1st. Nakobe Dean, or Tim McMahon says, Nakobe Dean unlikely to return to the Eagles. This is from March 6th, though. This is from yesterday. He is a difference maker when healthy and is a respected leader, but Dean could command $10 million or more per season. That is probably too costly because of their other talented linebacker. Yeah, it's he's not coming back. He ain't coming back. Yeah. Jalen Phillips is commanding 3 years. He could command 3 years, $52 million. Okay. $10+ million. You're not gonna be able to get it done. Not gonna be able to get that deal done. No, we need that money for free agency. No, there's going to be no free agency frenzy. The Eagles don't really need that much. You know, people are going to think linebacker, like, we got to sign Dean. We got to sign Dean. Like, oh my God. No, it's not like that. Like, they don't need Dean. I want Dean back from a blitzing standpoint, and he's just a different linebacker. We haven't given Jihad Campbell a chance. It's not even his fault. Like, they fucking literally, I wouldn't even say they benched him, but he's not an edge rusher in the league. Then Nolan Smith came back. Then they traded for Jalen Phillips. And then Jihad Campbell literally he had nowhere to go. There was a time where, I mean, your first round pick cannot sit on the fucking bench. There was a few games he had no snaps. 1 snap to 5 snaps to 0 snaps. Can't do that, man. Can't do that. And talk about Nolan Smith, like, Jalix Hunt is a great off-ball linebacker, too. Better than Nolan Smith. Nolan Smith got nothing going for him right now. He's got nothing going for him. Where he said Brandon Graham is, at his advanced age, is better pass rusher than Nolan Smith. I mean, he got 3-4 sacks this year. You want to talk about sack numbers? He had, at 38 years old, he's got 3-4 sacks. You know what I'm saying? No, if they don't bring Phillips back, is it a hole? Yes, but I'm saying, like, Phillips isn't the only guy available. I think they're going to try to sign Phillips first. He will be the top priority. Okay. If not Phillips, it's going to be Bradley Chubb. If not Bradley Chubb, you're going to get Rashawn Gary. You're going to pick up one of those guys. It's going to be Rashawn Gary. It's going to be Bradley Chubb. I'm trying to figure out who else is out. Trey Hendrickson, I don't even know where he's going to go. I have no idea. Hurt says, I would resign Ojomo, trade Jalen Carter. Sounds crazy. It is crazy. I don't know how many people are taking last year. I mean, I understand people are taking last year very seriously when it comes to DT and like, well, Carter didn't do anything and Ojomo had a great year. I don't think Ojomo is going to be a difference maker. I don't think Ojomo is going to be a difference maker like Jalen Carter. I just don't see the impact as a starter next to Jalen Carter. I just don't see it. I just don't see it happening. Rocky with the super chat says Jair Franklin just got traded to the Packers. Let's see. Yeah, Packers are trading Colts Pro Bowl linebacker Zaire Franklin per multiple sources. Franklin started 82 games for the Colts. There's a new signing right there. What the fuck happened to my... Oh. It's not. It's in full screen. Okay. New signing. All right. So the Eagles freed up some cap space, which is good. So they got between $22 to $24 million right now. Michael Carter's got to get cut. It's another $8-9 million. That's you're gonna be at close to 30 or pretty much $30 million. You're gonna get there. You're gonna get there. There's no way there's no way that they're keeping him on the contract that he has. And he's not, and he didn't do anything last year. So he's still on that big contract from the Jets, that big extension the Jets gave him. Myles Garrett, no. Yeah, I'm gonna say this, like, everybody on social media, a lot of rival fans in the NFC East were very afraid of the Eagles getting Max Crosby. A lot of them were afraid. They were like, thank God they didn't get Max Crosby. Yeah, they would have been shitting their pants. But the Eagles can still get a really good pass rush. Really good pass rush this year. I really want Phillips back. I really want him back. And I actually like, Bradley Chubb, I don't even mind Bradley Chubb. 8.5 sacks last year. He's going to have better talent on the line next to him. He played with, obviously played with Phillips for a little bit before he got traded, so it probably helped a little bit too. But how he can get Trey Hendrickson on the cheap. But can he, though? Is he going to be cheap? I don't know. What was Hendrickson's? How many sacks did Hendrickson have last year? I don't even know. How many sacks did somebody look that up? How many sacks did Trey Hendrickson have last year? Or just give me his whole entire stat line. I don't care. Reed says Campbell got to learn how to get off the block. Dean was perfect at creating contact and running by through the offensive player. Yeah, well, you know what? Like Dean, dude, Campbell's a rookie. He's a first-round pick. I get it. But whatever happened to Campbell this year is not on Campbell. It's on this fucking coaching staff. You know what I mean? Like, I agree with you. Yeah, I've seen where he couldn't get off blocks, and I get all of that. Like, I think there was issues with that. So 17. He didn't have 17. No, I'm talking about just 25. How many sacks did he have last year? 4 sacks. Okay, 4 sacks at 25. Okay. And he had an injury too, didn't he? Did he miss? He definitely missed some time last year. Probably not a lot of time, but he definitely missed some time. That fucking defense is horrible anyway, so it's one of the worst defenses in the league. Everybody is saying now that Jalen Carter is gone because of this contract with Jordan Davis being now the third highest paid DT. They must value the shit. I mean, look, Fangio must value the shit out of Jordan Davis. If this is coming from Vic Fangio, then I really have no problem. You know what I mean? Got to remember that too. I mean, how many fucking just as a nose, or even for goal line on fourth downs, and fucking Davis just being a brick fucking wall, getting in the backfield, being immovable, holding the pile so linebackers and other defensive linemen could go out there and make the play. I mean, it's important to have a player like that, man. I mean, I know they're not high. I know we're looking for, like, if he's getting that much money, he should be, he should have like fucking double-digit sacks, but not entirely. There's, nose tackles don't get a lot of respect in the league because the numbers aren't going to be that big, Why are people saying 17 and a half sacks in 25? The plan, yes, I agree. The plan was always to extend both of those guys, 100%. I agree with that. I agree with that. Real Philly Dog says, I don't know why people say that. The plan was always to extend both. Yeah. Agreed. Bill Hope says, I'm not trading AJ to Dallas. Save cap, bringing in Chubb and re-sign BG and Epps, then worry about tight end cornerback too with the extra cap. Yeah, I mean, look, Marcus Epps, me and Philly had like a disagreement on this, and that's fine. Like, Epps, the problem is he's got a health problem. That's why he's going to be cheap. He came off an ACL with the Raiders, or I don't know where. He went to the Vikings, then he went to the Raiders, had an ACL, then came to the Eagles last year, got hurt again during the season, came back, and then he got to that Chargers game, and he actually played really well. I mean, I really don't want to bandage that position for Reed Blankenship. I really don't want to. The Eagles have looked at a lot of safeties in this draft, too. The Eagles have looked at a lot of safeties. And honestly, like, Makuba had a rough start, and I'm not, like, for me, like, they should have drafted Emenwari. I mean, look what he's turned out to be already. Fucking amazing. I don't like small safeties. I understand in Vic's system, he wants like a lot of speed on the back end, good tackling. I get it. But I thought that Makuba played really well. His injury wasn't even his fault. The Eagles in that Cowboys game being up 21-0, and then they started to lose the lead. The Eagles had to keep their defense on the field, and then Sidney Brown pretty much ran into Makuba and broke his fucking fibula. So, you know what I mean? Clifton says, breaking news. The Philadelphia Eagles expect to sign Geno Smith to compete with Jalen Hurts for the starting job at training camp. Team exec says it's a 1 year, $9 million deal. NFL source. You actually wrote all that? You actually typed all that in? Magic Kush is so happy for JD. Young man showed up, can't commit, getting in shape and bettering his game. JC has to show the same commitment. He's too immature and can cost us. What? Where are we getting this from now? What? Like, everyone, Eagle fans, you guys are something, man. Like, what? Now we're turning on Jalen Carter. Like, where is this coming from? Where the fuck is this coming from? I don't know where this is coming from, honestly. Reeves says Sidney the Wrecking Ball Brown. He is way too reckless. Well, he plays as a gunner on at safety. I never ever want him to play safety ever again. And his coverage is the fucking worst. It's bad. Josh says, I said, you definitely not going in the free agency this year. Davis just ate y'all up so bad. What do you mean by quote unquote going in on free agency? I don't get that. What does that mean? The Eagles draft well every year. The Eagles have free agents. The Eagles have their own re-signs. I don't even get what that means. That makes no sense. The whole point is to draft well, expire their contracts, re-sign players. Like, the Eagles don't need to go out and get different players from different teams for millions of dollars. So I don't even fucking get what that means. I don't get what the job was with that, but moving on, AJ has let's see, AJ has got himself an Eagles fan's bad side. Jalen Carter has done nothing to deserve people. Yeah, I don't fucking get where this is coming from now. Jordan Davis gets paid, and then like everyone's just like shitting on on Jalen Carter now. They cleared $9.3 million with Jordan Davis. It was somebody just put it up. We are not extending Carter. Howie is going to trade him. Well, where's the report on that? Where's the report on that? This is fan speculation, or is this an actual report? I need therapy, bro. I don't. Roll Philly Dog with a super chat says, "Who is this guy?" Davis ate up all the cap. We saved $9.3 million in cap. I don't get it, dude. We have cap, guys. We have the fucking cap. There's Jordan Davis is not affecting the cap. We saved money with this move. Man, it's fucking civil war. Civil fucking war, bro. Joshua, the Eagles actually free up 9.3, and JD is the 10th highest paid. Why does it say he's the third highest paid? Is he the third highest paid in average per year? 22 highest paid at 22.75 per year when you take into account the 5th year option. Oh, so you're taking into account the 5th year option. Okay. So you're saying this year he is. So you're saying on the new deal he's a top 3 paid DT, but for this year he's a 10th highest paid. I mean, that makes sense. Don't even tell me Diana Rossini put out a fucking this bitch. This bitch. You gotta be kidding me. She just can't fucking help herself, I tell you. All right, Mayor Slim, if you're in this, Mayor, if you're in the live chat right now, so we got some new news from New Orleans. Okay, this is going to be an interesting one. Saints cornerback Alontae Taylor announced that he won't be returning to New Orleans and will depart in free agency. New Orleans, thank you for letting me shine the Big Easy. Uno, Taylor wrote on X. Interesting. But I don't think the Eagles can afford him. Would be great. There's a lot of corners I want. There's a lot of corners out there that I would sign right now, but it's just they can't. They're not going to spend that much money on a CB2. They're not doing it. They got to put somebody on a rookie deal on a CB2. I can't, unless someone really lowers a price on themselves, I can't see them going after somebody that's more than capable. Oh, that's all right. The trolling's fine. I can care less. I mean, it is what it is. It's part of it. It's the nature of the beast, bro. That's how it is. see here. Philly, some of these fans don't understand how the cap works. You all do homework. I mean, like, look, like I understand like some of the cap stuff when it comes to dead money and loopholes around certain things. There's some things I don't get, but I'm not just gonna come out and say something that I don't know. Like, I'll tell you if I don't know something, and that's why I ask you guys sometimes on certain things. I really like how a lot of this chat is really like in supportive of this Jordan Davis extension. I'm actually really happy that people are talking about it and saying good things about it. I'm glad there's a really big positive light when it comes to Jordan Davis. I really do. No, that's I got a scary feeling that Dory's coming back. Yeah, they're gonna pay him like $2 million instead of 1.6, 1.7. B says since we want AJ Brown gone, it wouldn't shock me that people are gonna turn on Jalen Carter one. I mean, I don't fucking get it. I really don't. He's disrespectful and like what the fuck did he do? What did he do? Oh, he spit back at somebody? Who gives a shit? Who cares? Who cares? Sutrad, Rossini looks good, but that's about it. She doesn't know shit. No, I'll probably challenge you on that one, but Rocky with the super chat. Jeremy Fowler report extending Phillips and Carter are next. Where's that? Where's that? Jordan Davis becomes the highest paid nose tackle in the NFL and isn't going anywhere. Fucking love it, bro. Fucking love it. Where's that? Zach Berman said, late in the season, I was chatting with Eagles defensive line coach Clint Hurt about a different topic when Jordan Davis came up. Hurt's face lit up, and he said he wanted to set the record straight on something. Not a lot could piss me off. This is what the defensive line for the Eagles said late last season. Not a lot could piss me off, but what pissed me off when it really feels like, well, it's a contract year. That's why he did it. I've heard that a couple of times. I grind my teeth because this didn't happen in the offseason. It actually happened in the middle of the 24 season. This is when the Peloton stuff came up, the bike that he rides. When he kind of found himself and what he needed to do to be the best version of himself. That's great. He's still that young, playful, big kid at heart. All those things are part of him. But now the seriousness that I got to take my personal life and my career over to take it where I want to go, and now he's owning it. It's awesome. I'm so glad the Eagles are keeping Clint Hurt. I thought we were going to lose him as he was going to become a defensive coordinator somewhere, but I'm glad. I think he tried going after that Miami Dolphins coordinator job. I think that was the only job he interviewed for, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see where this news is at, because wrong thing. Let me check where this news is at. Did Jeremy Fowler say that? Let's see. Here. I'm not seeing anything else yet. I don't see anything unless it's just brand new and it's not popping up yet. Okay. Appreciate the super chat, by the way, buddy. Joe says Jordan is not only a good player, but a good guy and a light in the locker room. Those are the guys you keep. Yes, that is true. Would you prefer Slay or Dory? For probably Slay, to be honest with you. Yeah, 100%. There's Carter literally spit on Pigsky. Why would people want him gone? Well, I mean, it was retaliation anyway. We thought he was just doing it to do it when it first happened. Yeah, tag me, tag me. Anything you guys want to tag me on X. If you guys haven't followed me on X, follow me on X too. I'll wait till it pops up. The Shea Shaver says they are going to trade Nolan Smith. I don't think they will Carter. Yeah, I mean, Smith has got to be, I don't know, man. Even if they just trade Smith for a draft pick, or I don't know what would you involve Smith in, like a straight up pick, or you try to sweeten the deal for maybe a player or something? He'd most likely be a sweetener, right? Brand Pex Joe, you got to think Davis saved us against the Rams when he blocked the field goal. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, that was one of my. I actually have that reaction on TikTok. We can get 2 firsts for Jalen Carter. We're not trading fucking Jalen Carter. A bunch of trolls. Ricky tweeted it and his account got banned. Ours says if we were going to trade Carter, Howie probably wouldn't have gotten rid of Milton. Marlon Branham says, just tagged you. Plan has always been Davis, Phillips, Carter. Okay. I'll follow you back, by the way. All right, here we go. Appreciate it, Philly J45. Appreciate it, Marlo, for that. An offseason goal for Philly was keeping his defensive front intact. Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, Jalen Phillips. The first one is down. Phillips is days away from the market, but the Eagles are trying with him. Carter will be costly whether done now or later. So this is something that doesn't... Now, I don't know if the Eagles are still into extending players during the season, because I remember during the Super Bowl meetings, okay, Howie Roseman said that he's kind of done with extending players during the year because it... You know, it kind of, it's kind of a distraction, I guess, in some aspects. So we'll see. But that's good, though. They wanted to, look, you want to lock up players on your defense. Your defensive line is really important, 100%. You want to make sure that's long term. You have that shit locked up and you're good to go. You know what I mean? So appreciate that so much for tagging me in that, man. It means a lot. Means a lot. Here. Oh, fuck. I just got rid of my fucking chat. Hold on 2 seconds. I just got to put my thing in again because I messed up my chat thing again. This thing sometimes it crashes. I don't know why. It's weird. Not normally, but Campbell can cover better than Dean, and actually getting expert will be huge. Yeah, I mean Dean can cover too. I mean they both can. I mean Campbell. There was a chart. I mean Campbell was like. I mean who knows what Campbell would have been? Maybe would have been defensive rookie of the year. Maybe would have been a little bit more than that. I don't know. But I mean he's on Fred Warner status when it comes to his coverage. I mean there was like a chart that they showed. Like they showed a circle of players, all the linebackers in coverage. A lot of players in the middle. Bond was on the outside of the circle just a little bit, so he's above average when coverage. But when they actually, I think the first like 6 or 7 weeks of the season, they had Jahad Campbell like on the outside of the circle, which means he was one of the top linebackers in coverage, pretty much on the same level as Fred Warner, which is kind of crazy. I heard both wideouts for Cowgirls holding out, demanding trade. You're trading Dak for a bowl of cream of wheat. I saw a report yesterday. Could be a lie. I saw that because the Cowboys got 2 first-round picks because there was reports that Lamb was going to be out the door, that they were going to get rid of Lamb, trade Lamb, and then try to sign and then sign Pickens to a big deal and then potentially maybe signing a receiver. Maybe, I don't know. That's what I heard. I mean, that's probably a lie, but anything you read now, you got to fucking triple check because. I do have to say it, but when Jalen Carter not playing, you could feel the defense stiffen up and play their asses off. Yeah, I mean they had to gel. I mean they had to gel together. You know, it doesn't mean they don't need Carter. You know what I mean? I mean Carter was on some pain tolerance too during the year. He had this shoulder thing going on since the offseason. I don't know why the Eagles didn't just say, "Yo, go get your shoulder cleaned up." You know, I did not see Scream 7. No. Honestly, I'm not a big Scream fan. I'm not a big Scream fan at all. I actually hate Scream, to be honest with you. I'm not big on that. Love Scary Movie involving it, and I love the first movie I like, but that's as far as it goes. As far as it goes for me. Who blocked the field goal extra point in Bills game? Guess the fairy effed godmother. Yeah. Even like I said, even from a special team standpoint, I mean, fuck it. I mean, I can watch that. I can watch that Jordan Davis that play against the Rams over and over and over. I can watch that shit over and over again. You know what I mean? So, I mean, that's really good. So we just got report from Jeremy Fowler that Jalen Carter. So Phillips is next. Okay, and then at some point, it might not be now. There's really no rush to get the Jalen Carter extension done. Like they could do it now. They could do it. They could pretty much do it at the end of the year if they want. You know what I mean? So there's time. There's no rush on that. There's no timetable on that. You know what I mean? Here, how about this? I'm gonna put up a poll. Can't do it from here? That's stupid. Oh, really? That's really dumb. Let's see if I could do it from here. Can't. Damn, that sucks. Okay. I'm not going to touch that because I don't know. I don't know why it's not working. Okay. I'm not going to. I don't want to mess anything up. JY6 for Life said we don't go to that Super Bowl if it wasn't for Carter. We're not trading. No, we're definitely not. I mean, we don't. Yeah, I mean the Bills game in 24. I mean, he single handedly won that game at the fucking end. The sack on. No, not the Bills game. The Rams game. Sorry, the Rams game in the snow. You know. When you need him, he shows up, but he almost always shows up. Last year, it was a down year for everybody, man. It wasn't just Jalen Carter. I mean, there was so many. Besides the play calling, this roster wasn't playing well. You know, Real Philly Dogs said, Joey, do you still want Phillips? Because if JD signed for 26, what is Phillips going to be? I'm not paying Phillips $30 a year. No, they're going to have to pass on him. They're going to have to get an older fucking edge rusher. I want Phillips. I mean, look. From the news right now, the Eagles are trying to get it done. The Eagles are trying to get this Phillips deal done. Okay, and if it's not going to be Phillips, it's going to be Bradley Chubb, or it's going to be Rashawn Gary. I mean, those are the only other two besides Phillips. Those are the only other two edge rushers I can see them go that are free agents right now. That'll be a little bit cheaper. Maybe Trey Hendrickson. I'll put his name there just because he is a free agent. You know what I mean? So you have Jordan Davis on a 5th-year option, 10th highest paid DT. Okay? Then going into his new deal in 27, yeah, $26 million per year, 3rd highest paid DT. You know? And well deserved. A lot of value. I'd rather have Odafe away more than Phillips. Is that the dude that had 7.5 sacks this year? Who is that? The dude that had 7.5 sacks? Who is he with? The Ravens? Adafe Owe, whatever his name is. Oh, the Chargers. Did he get traded? Did he get traded mid-season? That's what I want to know. You can't pay Carter to Phillips with Quinyon and DeJean loading be realistic. Bro, do you know who Howie Roseman is? Who says that can't be done? Who says that cannot be done? There's other restructures. There's other loopholes with contracts. There's other ways to make cap space. Like, there's other things involved than just saying, "Oh, they can't sign this guy, and then in 2 years they can't sign this guy because of this contract." There's way more stuff. There's way more stuff going on. I think this was a big overpay. Well, welcome to free agency, bro. That's what it's all about. Everybody gets overpaid. That's why it's called free agency. No player should be making $30 million a year. Like, no human being in this fucking world should be making that much money just to fucking play sports. Okay, let's be realistic here. Okay, but that's free agency. So he got traded from Baltimore. So the Adofe kid got traded from Baltimore to the Chargers. And from the Chargers from week 7 or week 8 till the end of the season, he got 7.5 sacks. Am I correct? Am I wrong? No, the Gene doesn't have a 50. So what? So what? Who cares? Doesn't mean anything, dude. I think OWA would be perfect, better than Phillips and cheaper. Kyle says, "Are you guys freaking crazy? When Jalen Carter is healthy, he's going to be one of the best DTs in the freaking league." I don't know. I don't know where all this shit's coming from. I have no idea. Here's the cap space is going to be tight. I don't see how he signed both Phillips and Carter this year. You never know. You might not be able to sign Phillips. You might not be able to. Maybe the money goes down with Carter a little bit because of this past, maybe because of the 25 season. But you might not be able to sign Phillips. If you can't, you get the O'Dafey kid. If he's out there, I didn't even know anything. I didn't even know he was even available until someone mentioned him a couple of days ago and in this chat. Chubb is 29 years old. He should be cheap. You know, Hendrickson is out there. He had a little bit of an injury last year. So, I mean, they're going to bring somebody in. Somebody is going to get signed. Someone's going to get signed. Phillips can't even get to the QB. Why is he a priority? Because they need an impact edge rusher. That's why. He can't get to the quarterback. Yes, he can. Yes, he can. What was the problem with the I mean, you guys are acting like it's not all of you, but some of you guys are acting like there was a big problem with the defense last year. Or am I like mistaken here? Oh, Gary. Well, no, it says. No. O'Daffy had 7.5. O'Daffy had 7.5 sacks. Right here. 7.5 sacks for the Chargers. So yeah. It's all there. If you see, Roll Philly Dog said you are correct about the way. If you backload and stagger the contracts and then re-sign or move off the bill, never comes due. Yeah, I mean that might work too. If they could figure something else like that, it would probably work. Howie isn't extending Hurts. To free up cap, that's normal. You would, I mean, you might not do it this year. You might do it next year. No, he doesn't have to. He can wait till the end. He can wait till the end of the fuck. He can wait till after the season's over to sign him. They don't have to sign him now. From what I heard from the Hertz restructure, it could be like 15 to 20 to free up money, like 15 to 20 million. That's what I heard. I mean, a lot of teams do that. I think Hertz wouldn't care. I mean, to help the team, I think he would do it. I don't see there being a problem with that. Boy Maffey, I don't even know. Two sacks. Did he get hurt last year? Because he's got like no stats for this year. He's a linebacker though. Is he an edge? Like he's an off ball? Is he an off ball linebacker? I can play edge. He's got 11 solo tackles and 2 sacks this year. Boy Maffey. That's what I'm seeing. Okay. I was just reading something, but I could be wrong. Phillips was ghosting after a few games. Like, what are you expecting, bro? Phillips had like 70 something pressures in fucking 7-8 games. See, I think a lot of you are like almost pissed and just can't stand the fact that you can't get a Myles Garrett and I mean, I would be afraid of you being the GM because you would have probably given up 2 first-round picks for fucking Max Crosby. Rose, I think we are just used to getting a lot of sacks and we all want an elite edge rusher. Phillips is solid, just not elite, but you got to take what you can get. I mean, that's it. That's all they really need. You have monster fucking DT. You have monster fucking DTs. Jalen Carter is working did you see Jalen Carter this offseason working his fucking tail off this offseason? I agree that I wouldn't pay. I agree. Even Gerald Dust said it. Like, I wouldn't pay him 25 mil plus. I'm not doing that. So that's perfectly fine. No, I agree. Roll Philly dog. I agree. That's what everybody wants. Like, I get it. Like, he's not on that level. He's not on that level, but I mean, fuck. Right, I guess the Birds told Dean to see what he could get out on the market and then come back to us. Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing probably. It's over. I mean, the Kobe Dean is going to feel hurt not even re-signing. He's going to be like, man, it's going to be different not being around my college teammates, Eddie Moore. The next move is going to be Jalen Phillips or trying to re-sign an edge rusher. That's going to be like the main thing. It's going to be the main thing right now. I think Maffey was a backup. Yeah, because he's got like no stats, like barely any stats. He's got like 38 solo tackles and like 2 sacks. That's like really it. So. Blake said, Joey, I have a plot twist for you. Eagles sign the Kobe Dean and convert Campbell to edge rusher. Fuck no. Plot twist. I ain't buying that for nothing. No way. No way. Campbell can't play edge. The Eagles don't want to play Campbell at edge. They don't. Trotter Jr. I'm honestly like, We're so loaded at fucking linebacker right now. Trotter Jr. could start right now. Played good in that playoff. Every time Trotter gets in and plays, he plays really well. I think Fangio likes Trotter Jr. a lot. He just has a lot of competition in front of him. You know, they're not signing another linebacker. They're not signing another linebacker. Well, other than Dean, they're not going out and signing anybody else. Yeah, Jalen Carter working out and people in the chat questioning his work ethic. Go 20 at most, but I know that some team will overpay him. Yeah, probably. Unless he just wants to be in a good situation. And, you know, there's some guys that will take less money. It's possible, okay? I get it. It is possible. But, you know, it's hard for players to miss out on millions more. It's really tough. I don't blame players for going anywhere else. I don't blame players for going anywhere else for anything, you know? Brides, I would hold off on the Carter and spend every dime on Phillips and draft an edge at the draft. Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea. They might have to draft an edge. They might not even have to draft an edge. I mean, I wouldn't go that early for an edge. I would try to get a DT in the building, maybe. Like, I don't even know how I feel about Ty Robinson, to be honest with you. I don't know if he's gonna polish himself a little bit more this year, so I'm not really sure about that. Why is it Campbell will never be an edge rusher? Trotter is the next Dean. Potentially. Tim Romer says, keep Carter with Davis. It works. Another concern I have is with Jake Elliott. You think we should look for a new kicker? I think they should bring in competition. They're not going to get rid of Jake Elliott. I think Howie Roseman's already talked about keeping him. It's unfortunate, and I think part of it is because he's like the second highest paid kicker right now, and he's been like the second worst kicker in the league the last couple years, to be honest with you. Even in 24, he missed like 5 straight kicks going into the playoffs. Or I think it was part of the end of the season to going into the playoffs. And thank God he was perfect in the Super Bowl, but obviously we need to get a safety that could be the next Dawkins. Yeah, we'll see. They need a safety too. Whether they bandage that position up with like a Marcus Epps or they go out and I don't know. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson? No. Fucking Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. Fucking joke. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, he's another one that pisses me off. He puts out some stupid tweet today. Like, you know, I can't stand, you know what I can't stand? I can't stand some of these players that act like big fucking babies on social media. They put out some cryptic fucking message, like stupid shit. I can't stand it anymore. Like, I hate players. Like, I hate social media being involved with everything now, with these fucking players now. Yo, Danny Martinelli 9510. Appreciate the super chat, buddy. Says, love JD, but kind of feel like we mass overpaying. I think he's earned every penny of it, bro. So that's what you gotta you overpay in free agency. That's the name of the game. Like, every time someone says massive overpay, it's like, yeah, you don't pay like exact market value. You overpay market value. You do that to get players, because players don't come for on the line market value. Like, they want in free agency, you want extra. Everyone is always going to have extra money to spend. I don't think it is. If the plan right now, and from Jeremy Fowler's report, is that, you know, Jalen Carter is in the cards, and you have to remember too, like, the Eagles don't lose anything this year. Jalen Carter saves $9.5 million towards the cap regardless. You know? I think people need to, like, stop. Like, you got to pay people. Like, Jordan Davis has a lot of fucking value. Jordan Davis was a monster. He was a wall. Jordan Davis, between him and his special teams, his block field goals, chasing after players sideline to sideline, getting up, not even breaking a sweat. His motor is better. I mean, his third, fourth down stop, conversion stops that he had this year. I mean, that's a player you want to pay a lot of money to. I think people are looking at it because JD doesn't get a lot of sacks. but he makes a lot of fucking plays. Okay? Like if he came in on specific plays and made plays, he's constant, man. And if he guarantees those double teams, he's going to get more recognition. He guarantees those double teams that edge rusher that they get or who they re-sign is going to have those one-on-ones. The DT next to him, depending if they double both our DTs, Jalix Hunt's got to be ready, and whoever they bring in at edge rusher has got to be ready with those one-on-one matchups. You're going to be fine. There's a reason why these DTs get paid a lot of money. Whether you're a fucking nose that could play a 3 tech or purely you're going to be a 3 tech. There's some things that Jalen Carter does that no one that Jordan Davis can do. You know what I mean? So some things that Carter can't do that Jordan Davis can, you know? So I think it meshes really well. Appreciate the super chat, by the way. Are you worried you won't extend Jalen Hurts? I'm not worried about it. I mean, it depends if they need more cap. I mean, if they have $30 million, is it enough? I don't know. They need to cut at least one. I mean, Michael Carter is going to get cut like any day now. Pre-June cut, you're saving $8 to $9 million. They'll probably bring him back. They'll probably bring Michael Carter actually back because the Eagles have no depth at inside corner. Behind DeJean, there's nobody. And that's been one of our biggest problems because before DeJean was here, inside corner was a big problem for us. Remember that offseason? Remember we lost Zach McPherson, and then we had Eli Ricks playing on the inside. We had Ringo playing on the inside. Remember all of that? Yeah, I mean, we had Avonte Maddox playing on the inside. I mean, that was one of the biggest problems that we had at inside corner. We got DeJean now, but we need depth behind it. So if they get a good depth piece behind DeJean, they can start moving DeJean all over the field if that's what they want to do for certain situations in game or whatever, whether it's an emergency move in game, something like that. You know, Joe said that's all right because I don't think active players should have a podcast. No, I fucking hate it, dude. I saw Chauncey, like I said, I saw Chauncey put out some stupid thing today. I was like, fucking guy always got a problem with something. Always got to like tease the fucking fans and say some stupid shit, leave some cryptic messages. Everyone's like, "Oh my god, what's?" You know, I hate players that do shit like that. Perhaps I agree. Great trade by Rams getting McDuffie. They've passed up Seattle. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we'll see what they do. They're going to need more weapons offensively. You know, but the AJ Brown shit, I guess we'll find out in the coming days. You know. Cesar69 says, I just heard Becton is being re-signed by the Eagles. I'm sure you already know. No, I don't. Now, interesting enough, thanks for bringing up Mekhi Becton because today, Mekhi Becton was in Philly actually doing autographs, which is really weird. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if this is a normal thing. Like, he's not even on the Eagles anymore. He was on the Chargers. He got released like a couple days ago. He's back in Philly today signing autographs. I don't know what direction they're going to go in, but it is what it is, you know? So right now, what I would do, I'm trying to sign Jalen Phillips and maybe try to bring Dean back, but I know Dean's going to walk. The Eagles are too stacked at linebacker. So I just think Dean is he's a different fit than Campbell, but Campbell is an off-ball linebacker is absolutely amazing. So if they could try to get Goddard and get an edge rusher, I think I'll be satisfied with whatever else they do. Linebacker, you're going to be fine. You're loaded at that position. Campbell needs to play. Okay? And you need to find a safety. Get Goddard in here. Get an edge rusher in here. Hopefully you'll be okay. That's where I'm kind of at right now. That's where I'm at. No other news going on right now, so it might be it for the Eagles today. I mean, we'll see. If there's a signing tonight, we'll definitely be live tonight, most likely. But there's 188 in the chat. I appreciate everybody being here. We're about hitting 2 hours on the live stream right now for the Jordan Davis extension, saving $9.5 million. Becomes the third highest paid DT in 2027 and so forth. So sign Goddard, get it, sign Goddard, and get an edge rusher in here. And I think I'll be satisfied. I think I'll be satisfied moving forward. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at right now. If you guys haven't subscribed. So tomorrow's schedule, the Philly Shakedown podcast. We were actually supposed to do a podcast like I think the other day. We switched it to Sunday, the day before the tampering period on Monday by 12 o'clock. Philly 500 and I will be streaming for 2 hours on Sunday to talk about everything and what's to come of the tampering period for the Philadelphia Eagles, okay? And yes, I would like to Rashad Gary is definitely another one out there if they can't get Phillips, okay? And Bradley Bradley Chubb and the other kid from the Chargers that's apparently a free agent now, which I didn't know he was. That was traded from the Ravens. Let's see. So 2-hour stream on Sunday. Monday, I'll be live early in the morning. Not early, but I'll be live at 9:30, 10 in the morning to go over. I'll probably be streaming for 6 to 8 hours on Monday. We're going to do a long stream on Monday. Okay. So bring your popcorn, bring some snacks, bring a drink. We're just going to chill. We're just going to hang out and chill and just talk about the Eagles and just talk about and kind of go through what's going on with the moves. That's what we're going to do on Monday. So 2-hour stream on the Philly Shakedown tomorrow, 6 to 8 hour stream on Monday. So, we're going to be busy. Going to be busy, you know. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you guys have it. Check the pinned comment. For memberships, okay? A lot of draft. We got some draft content already out on the memberships right now. They're going to be more emotes. Like I'm putting more stuff, more stickers and more badges and things like that in the coming days into the memberships, especially before the regular season starts. There will be more membership content. So definitely grab a membership if you guys have it. And just check the description for the memberships because there's some different things that are in there as well. So I appreciate it so much from everybody joining up today. But I think that's gonna be it, really. So I'm glad they got something done. You freed up $9.5 million. Jordan Davis, well deserved. And we'll be doing our thing. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. I will see you guys on the next one. Okay. Shake Squad up, file slide. Peace out, guys. Peace. Peace.